When you make a decision, how committed are you to that decision? At the moment that you decide, how committed are you? The reason I bring that up is I was inspired earlier today by some of the education I was listening to today. I'm a big believer in what is called net time. And net time is anytime you have, like you're in the car, anytime you can't actually have a book in your hands, and using things like I use Audible, the audio version book or the audiobook version of Amazon. Then I have it on in my car almost all the time rather than listening to just the radio. So I make use of that time to fill my brain with good positive material, things that are going to help me grow and expand. And today I heard this background or etymology for what decide means and where decide really comes from. And that really inspired me to bring up that question. Again, when you make a decision, how committed to that decision are you? At the end of the day, if you're saying, I decide to, or I have made a decision to, what you're saying is that you're cutting off everything else and going forward with that plan. You are truly committed to that decision. The reason I say that is if you go back and you can look this up, go and Google decide or decision etymology, and you'll see that the Latin meaning of the origin of decision, which is decidere, Decirere, I hope I pronounced that right for everybody, but decidere roughly means to cut off. So again, when you make a decision, when you decide to use that word, pun intended, I guess, you should be totally committed to what that decision is. Making that, come hell or high water, making that your plan for the next X number of days and seeing how that pans out. Be willing to take the success as well as the failure on. You learn your lessons in failure. You don't learn your lessons in success. So be willing to fail. Be willing to learn those lessons. And then you can take and adjust, make a new decision, and commit again. There's an old story about a Spanish conquistador that was set by the Spanish queen to South America to conquer the Mayan Empire. And as the story goes, he was trying to figure a way out. They're sitting in the bay off the coast of South America, and he's sitting in the bay and he's trying to figure out a way to motivate his soldiers to go out and conquer this empire. They were under, They were outnumbered, is the word I'm looking for, by the Mayan army or by the Mayan tribes. And they also knew the fierceness with which the Mayan tribal members were purported to fight. And he wanted to be able to match their ferocity. So as he's figuring all of this out, they get in the boats, they get in the small rowboats, and they get on the shore. And just as he gathers the troops around, gets them on shore, he asks them all to turn around. And as they turn around, they see first one, and then two, and then three, and then all of the ships light up in a blaze. The captain had set in every single ship on fire. And as they turned back around, he said, "Now you have no choice. If you want to go home, you have to move forward and defeat the enemy." And as the legend goes, they did defeat the enemy. That was the beginning of the downfall of the Mayan Empire. So you can see the power of cutting off your retreat path and how it can force you to move forward. So now you get the significance of what decision really means, what decide really means. To cut off all means of retreat, burn the boats in the harbor, and go forward with your plan. I hope you found that valuable. Be careful of the decisions you make going forward, and be very careful to make sure that you are fully committed to every decision that you make. Take care. Like and share this with your friends and family, and check me out at Rob Rell Blog on Facebook and at robrell.com, where you can find every single one of these videos archived with an actual transcription of the dialogue. Take care. I hope you have a good day.